Hey kitties, it's me Bree, your bariatric buddy. Today's video, well before we even get into today's video, I have an important update. I got my first stretch mark! No, I've always wanted to say those words. I mean, I've said them before, but never like, stretch mark! It's just so exciting. It's like all my hard work and sacrifice is paying off. I got my first one! And if I could fit it in the frame, I would moonwalk across the screen with happiness. But since I can't do that, I will just show you. My stretch mark, it's here. Here it is. I know you can't really see. And if you were standing in the same room with me holding a magnifying glass, it would probably still be hard for you to see. But I got it. Ugh. I'd like to thank Ascension St. Vincent's. You like me. You really like me. And speaking of people who like me, let's take a moment to talk about all the people who don't. Come on. All the hate and shade that's being thrown my way, all the mean and nasty comments. I'm not a YouTuber. You're not gonna hurt me. I started this channel because I thought, and I didn't have a channel before, that's important to point out. I thought I could reach out to everyone going through bariatric surgery and maybe share a little bit of wisdom with them, maybe bond. But I'm not a YouTuber. This is a $20 camera. This is, behind me, this is a freaking shower curtain. I'm not trying to become a YouTube star, and to further illustrate that, all of the comments, all of the likes, all of the dislikes, they're all on other sites. They're not doing anything to tip the YouTube algorithm. So let's just let that rest. And I wanted to talk, I know you're wondering, will I ever be able to eat fast food again? Yeah, probably. But let's just keep that day in the future, like far in the future. It's not the time. And the reason I know this is because walking around on a Wednesday in Lent, when you don't eat meat on Fridays and Wednesdays, where do you go? What can you have? The answer is Taco Bell. Well, it used to be Taco Bell because they had that magnificent 7-layer burrito with, they don't even have that anymore. They took it off the menu. You could still get it, but you have to order each layer separately, like an individual bean burrito, a layer of onions, and a layer of guacamole. And it's a layer of crap is what it is. And that's where we went. We ordered our burritos, and the guy handed me the bag, and he said, "Careful, ma'am, it's heavy." It was heavy, extraordinarily heavy, in fact. Are you sure this is our order, sir? We only ordered a few things. This isn't ours. Yes, ma'am, that is yours. And he says this very sweetly. It's the layers. We had to add layers to protect you from COVID. It's protective layers. We wrapped our food in protective layers. So I get home, and this wasn't layers. This was a freaking fiesta. I got gorditas and chalupas and Los Doritos, something or other. Foods I didn't recognize nor understand. And it was lots of them. It was, I just had gastric surgery. How can I eat all this? And I was full, but by just viewing all the food, I didn't even want any burrito after that. I just went to bed. And I woke up the next morning. I slept the whole night through, or so I thought. I woke up the next morning with insane dry mouth. And my stomach, this went beyond growling. This was not stomach growling. This was an orchestra. A very loud harmonic orchestra playing an opera in my stomach. I didn't know what was going on. So I went to the kitchen to get some water, and I see on the counter an empty wrapper of a Crunchwrap Supreme. What? Could it be? No, I didn't do it. And then I went back to my bed, and I find there all the evidence I needed. I see at least 12 empty bottles of water and a plate with lettuce and tomato and all the other remnants. and it's staring me in the face that I did this. No. It's a problem I've had for quite some time. You may have seen it on 2020. Diane Sawyer filming the people who are sleeping, and they're sleeping, and then they wake up, and they go to the fridge, and they get food, and they gorge, and then they go to bed. So I do that. I've done that my whole life. I did that way before I ever started any of my other sleepwalking antics. Years before I would wake up in the emergency room with a tampon up my nose, a rhino rocket they call it. But still, for years I've woken up in the mornings with uncooked top ramen in the bed, ketchup underneath my fingernails, Hot Pocket with one bite taken out of it, frozen, empty land of frost, containers, sealed, with only chicken juice left in them. And I do that. I know I do that. So to combat it, I don't buy carbs, I don't buy foods that I can make myself fat on. And since my surgery, I haven't been doing a lot of it. But, well, let's just skip all that. Will you ever be able to eat fast food again? Yes. But don't do it now. You don't want to do it now. Keep that day ahead, way ahead, in the future. Way in the future. One day, not now. It's not the right time. Thank you. Have a great day.